This is Deductor continuing the Panzer Corps 2 playthrough. I am very excited about the choice that I have now. I can either go to North Africa or go to the Soviet Union, take part in Operation Barbarossa. There is no question I have to go to Russia here. And on the Eastern Front, the Ostfront, I get three options. Interesting. North, center, or south. This is a little different than the usual solution. A little bit like the Grand Campaign, it seems. I get to pick. Well, so of all of the aspects of World War II, the Eastern Front is probably the least well known, at least in the West, like America and Europe. Wow, excluding like Russia and the Eastern European countries. But I probably, of all the aspects of World War II, I'm probably the most familiar personally with the Eastern Front. My library has many books on the topic. So Army Group North is von Lieb, I believe. He was the commander. And there's a lot of rough terrain. There were some impressive Panzer drives. I think it was Panzer Group 4, commanded by, what is his name? I should know this. I'm blanking on his name right now. He got fired after the winter Soviet counteroffensive. He wasn't that great of a commander. I can't forget his name right now, but Manstein was one of the corps commander, and Reinhardt was the other one. And of course, Army Group Center has Panzer Group 2 and 3, commanded by Guderian and Hermann Hoff. And then Barbarossa South had Panzer Group 4, commanded by von Kleist. And von Rundstedt was the overall commander. Von Bock was the overall commander in center. But South had... Now, South is this, I think, is the one I'm going to pick. Because the Russians had actually concentrated the vast majority of their best units in the Ukraine. 4 armies and over half of their T-34s. They had like 1,600 T-34s at the start of the war, which is, I think that was more than all of the German medium tanks combined, were very, very close, if not more than that. Anyway, half of those were concentrated in the Ukraine, and there was only a single Panzer formation. Panzer group is basically a tank army to take it on. So let's do Barbarossa South. This will be fun. The largest tank battle of the war actually took place during this time. Is a battle called by many different names. Sometimes, briefing.
It's good to see you returning to active service. I trust you've been keeping your skills sharp in the years since our campaign in France, yeah? You're going to need them. Because tomorrow we will be joining in Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion the world has ever seen. Your unit's transfer to Lublin is complete, and you are now formally operating under Army Group South Command. Field Marshal von Rundstedt believes that your advance through the Ukrainian SSR will keep enough pressure on the Red Army for Army Groups North and Center to complete their objectives at Leningrad and Moscow. Destroying the Red Air Force early should be a top priority. Focus on these air bases here, here, and here. Drive a path deep into the Soviet Union. But make certain you have enough firepower to deal with large concentrations of Soviet armor you will inevitably encounter. Also, our Romanian allies are ready to advance along the length of the Prut River. See if you can make good use of them to strike vulnerable Soviet flanks. As a final reminder, because it has been over a year since your last operation, be sure to check the equipment stocks of your troops. You wouldn't want to send them into Russia with obsolete weapons.
Oh boy, this is very exciting. A new hero too. Fierce Fighter, +1 attack for each adjacent enemy unit. This doesn't seem all that impressive to me. Maybe I should put on a fighter or bomber or something like that. Does it count, if you're a flying unit, does it count like adjacent ground units? Probably not. what this seems like it'd be really good on is like a Tiger tank or something that would have many adjacent units. Probably just put on a tank or something like that. But anyway, oh my gosh, now the maps are starting to get bigger. Ooh, 20 turns, huh? And I have to move a reasonably far distance. There are also 2 objectives here. I guess they want the Romanian troops to take it. Yeah, these units are not taking it. Much bigger map. We have more core slots. I think the music is different. That's nice. Can I deploy any troops here? Yes, okay, so you have to deploy a few units. Thinking a second artillery, a good tank, probably a recon, and a pioneer. That should be enough to help take these 2 objectives. Oh, this is very, very interesting. The Diester River provides flank protection. Can't get attacked in the flanks. As long as I control these bridges, very slowly and methodically advance. Bridge engineers might be very useful on this map. Let's see, there's potential here. But the vast majority of my forces must be concentrated around Lubin. I expect there to be massive tank battles here. They should be throwing many T-34s and KV-1 tanks against me, which is going to be a problem since I'm not sure my core is up to fighting that. This 88 gun here, that's going to help. I have 4,400 prestige. I did lose a good chunk of prestige earlier in the campaign through losing one of my first 88 guns and then losing 2 infantry units unnecessarily. My troops are pretty experienced, which is good. We're gonna need these to fight the Soviets for sure. I'm gonna pause the video here and reorganize my core very significantly. It's gonna take a lot of thinking. 4,000 prestige. I do not have as much prestige as I thought, but gonna have to be enough. So I will pause the video here. Alright, I reorganized my core forces. I started to incorporate a little bit of color coding into my troops. The red troops will have are pioneers, although it's honestly still a little hard to tell unless you zoom in. And the regular infantry, I applied some alternative camouflage to. Again, it's a little hard to tell unless you zoom all the way in. I do kind of wish there were perhaps a more obvious symbol from like maybe this distance. Same thing a little bit for the tanks. The Panzer 3s are red. The Panzer 4 is blue. And then my Stukas are red. And a Ju-88, I upgraded to a Ju-88, is a blue. I have 3 fighters. I overstrengthed Stuka and I gave it the rapid fire hero. Seems like he'll be very good against a lot of tanks. I also shuffled around some other heroes. Exert support went on this 15-centimeter artillery piece. So, a nice concentration and balanced force in the middle here. I also bought a Kretschützen. Hopefully these motorcycle troops will have some purpose. Down here in the Romanian front, I decided to deploy just a single bridge engineer. Hopefully these Romanian forces will be good enough against the Soviets. I could always rebase some air units here if they need assistance, but I'm expecting the vast majority of Soviet armor to be concentrated up north. And I position my recon plane in the middle so we can see what is going on. There's actually a decent number of Romanian units. I can shift both artillery over here. And in between that and encirclements, we should be able to take these cities. So, before I begin, I always like to provide a little bit of historical context. This excerpt will contain a summary of these battles in this region in the opening stage of Barbarossa. This is from a book called Tank Warfare on the Eastern Front, Schwerpunkt, meaning the critical point, by Robert Borsek. By 1st July, the southwestern front was in full retreat, and Panzer Group 1 had achieved its initial objectives. Tank battles fought between Panzer Group 1 and elements of 7 Soviet mechanized corps around the Lutsk, Rovno, Dubno, Brody region in the first week of Barbarossa were the largest tank battles to date, involving over 600 German and 3,800 Soviet tanks. While it is true that von Kleist, who was the commander of Panzer Group 1, failed to encircle and destroy any Soviet mechanized corps, as occurred in the Battle of Bialystok, Minsk, Castle, the 8th, 15th, and 19th Mechanized Corps were badly mauled, and 3 other mechanized corps lost at least half their strength. Approximately 2/3 of the Soviet armor, or 2,500 tanks, were lost in the battle between 22 and 30th of June 1941. The majority of losses were caused by non-combat factors, including mechanical failure and lack of driver training. The technical superiority of the Soviet KV-1 and T-34 tanks counted for very little in the Battle of Dubno due to untrained crews and inept tactics. The Stavka's insistence, that's the Soviet High Command, on launching a premature counteroffensive, resulting in the best Red Army armored units being thrown into battle piecemeal, where they were chopped to ribbons by veteran Panzer units. In addition to material losses of senior armored leaders, including 2 of the 6 mechanized corps commanders, 6 of 18 division commanders, and 10 of 30 tank regiment commanders. In contrast to the damage suffered by Kerponis's first echelon armor, that's the commander of Southwestern Front, the German panzer units in Panzer Group 1 suffered very light losses in the first week of combat. No senior panzer leaders were casualties, and total personnel losses were around 5% or less. Excluding Panzer 1 and command tanks, no more than 25 tanks in Panzer Group 1 were totally destroyed by 30 June, with about another 100 damage or down for mechanical defects. But all 5 panzer divisions were still fully combat capable. German leadership, from von Kleist to von Mackensen and Kempf at the corps level, to Kruwell and Hube at the division level, had demonstrated great flexibility and aggressiveness. Even when briefly isolated, the panzer divisions retained their cohesiveness, fought their way out of trouble. To be sure, the Panzer III tanks armed with the 3.7 centimeter cannon have proven to be a liability in combat against Soviet tanks, but the Germans' skill at combined arms warfare and air-ground coordination had carried the day against Soviet numerical superiority and technical advantages. So, I highly doubt this scenario will end up like that, where I'm attacked by 6-1 superiority in tanks and suffer fewer than 5% losses. But the difference in tactical skill counts for so much, whereas the difference in equipment is not necessarily that important if you don't have the skill to use that equipment. Alright, we got a bunch of Soviet regulars down here. A bunch of bad planes, including a MiG. Like we should fire. Let us begin by scouting. Alright. Could take this airfield. Oh, they have a Tupolev. That's a tactical bomber, the most numerous one at the beginning of Barbarossa. But 3s, 16s, they're all like useless. Could probably be more I-16. Oh, it has strength. In theory, my BF-109 should be able to destroy these things. What do we got here? T-tanks, T-6s, armored scout cars, tank guns. Capturing these airfields should be a priority, not only to wreck their air force, but also because I can rebase my planes and gain more advantage. Whoops, I did not mean to click that. It's so easy to misclick. Let's see what's down. Very little, although this position is quite well defended. 76mm gun, range of 2. P-38 recon. Anti-tank guns down here. This position is a little tougher than I thought it would. Alright. Panzers still can't defeat these infantry without suppression? Really? I can hit this artillery. I feel like I should. Then these tanks will likely counterattack. These BT tanks are pretty fast. And do a little spotting recon unit. That did not inflict nearly as much suppression as I had hoped. It's pretty good. I might not need to hit it again. Some bombing. This also did not do as much as I had hoped. Well, we don't have to take this city that aggressive. Use the recon. Want more mass attack bonus. Really? This infantry, how did it resist? It's got super unlucky, I think. Yeah. Oh wow, the defender, due to that entrenchment bonus, had a pretty good initiative. 68% accuracy. I think I was just super unlucky. Oh, we need to make some progress here. That was a heavy hit. Lose all those strength points, but also need to advance. This unit still has that hero on the row. Okay. Oh, I should have put the recon unit up. I want to capture it. Both of these tanks have 4. I should be quite safe out here without covering. My initiative against this is not overwhelming. Honestly, it's surprising. 5, 6. Nice. His infantry wants to come out, but I don't. Artillery only has. For some of the units already. Actually think I moved Panzer 4. As tempting as that target can pick our. These two planes need a rebase, so they can't really. What is this? Anti-tank gun? Other anti. Really need to capture the airfields. Now, let's see how this goes. Pretty good. I'm expecting heavy attacks. But I don't think I'm gonna expect many tank attacks first turn. I'm gonna see a lot of infantry. Again, these artillery hits are so bad. That's better. Lost a single. It's not a. Oh, right. I forgot about the gun support mechanic. It's tempting as it is to capture that airfield. I think I wait. Some of my tanks might get bombarded by attachment bomb. I think that's something that will happen. So you shouldn't have anything else that could. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go here, it should be pretty safe. Fine. Oh. Alright, now I got a Romanian units to move. That is much. This thing has a 2. Okay. Yeah, not attacking that. I'm gonna use a bridge and some progress here. Then I can use the train system. Why can't I embark? Oh, that's not a town. This is a city. I see. That's. should be able to directly disembark, right? That's how this mechanic. The tutorial is said, oh, this command requires an unspent attack action. Never mind. I should go down. Suppose I might get it. Regular. Ooh. Careful. Whoops, I did not mean to click there. Right. Stay put, stay put. I am slightly worried about turn limits, but let's see what the AI does. Yep. Wow, that is a terrible tank. Did expect the AI to make these aggressive moves. Very little damage. Whoa! I did not see that Soviet cavalry coming there. This is why you need more scouting. Ah, well, this one needs to be reinforced and probably elite reinforced of all things. No, regular replacement. Okay, still. Soviet tanks mostly not done anything. This seems pretty good. Now, I'm just gonna... I have the prestige. Really reinforce this artillery. Something. Tank gun. Bit of a problem. I can take this airfield off, force all of the planes. Need to know what's out. Ooh! Boy! Large armor concentrations. But where are all the T-34s and KV-1s? I guess they didn't want to make this mission hard. There should be a lot of T-34s and KV-1s in here. Light tanks. I mean, they also had a lot of these light tanks. I shouldn't say a lot. There should be like maybe a 5-to-1 ratio. So for every 5 light tanks, you would see 1 T-34. I see a lot more than 5 light tanks here and no T-34s. Know what's over here. Let's not get surprised by anything else in this fog here, huh? Oh, I should do it like this. Alright. There we go. Alright, no more surprises. That cavalry, that was clever. You got me there, AI. What's the movement on these tanks? Also, okay, I just want to make sure there wasn't any more surprises lurking here in the fog. These are 4. They're pretty slow. But it would be nice to bait them into an attack if at all possible. What else can I bomb? Unleash some of my fighters. Capture this airfield. This bomber is irrelevant. It's gonna force the base. Ooh. Panzer IV could use. Kind of want a Panzer IV to hit that artillery. Not really any, but there we go. Now we can use the overrun mechanic. This one could do it. Oh, right. I always forget about the changes to the anti-tank mechanic. Okay, good thing for the combat preview, huh? Thanks. Veteran. I'm a little worried about dipping so much for elite replacements in battle. Still have 3,000 prestige though. It's not like I'm hurting for prestige. Still. It's a MiG. Why isn't it defending this artillery? I don't understand. I also crazy hydro that. Why didn't this MiG do anything? Huh. Get it. I feel like I should just keep shooting down these Soviet planes here. So I should probably also cover this. What am I gonna do with the bomb? I'm gonna start rebasing some planes over. Over here, they get recaptured. I don't think it's time to rebase yet. The fort here of all things? Huh. Maybe I just go for brain replacements. Ugh. Then I have no experience left on these troops. Also, new music. This is great. So this tank can go over here. It's actually really good if the tank wants to go over there. I can put a use infantry to wreck it. Can also try to do an encirclement on the city. Definitely possible. then my tank will be don't have covering for it. I think that's more important. I could try to encircle close defense garbage. Seeing doesn't have close combat. Okay, so you don't want to put, but I could put this pioneer in the city. Do any circle. The tanks can't do anything. I only am worried about this regular attacking out. The pioneers can probably take it even without artillery support. Because the faster we start to encircle these cities, the better for the AI you get. Cycle groups. This. Should be quite a bit weaker already at the start of next turn. You also suffer other penalties when encircled, so. Good. Now, can I bait these Red Army units? What is the movement on this thing? 2. That's actually kind of scary. These pioneers, I noticed, had lower ground defense, so they're really bad in the open. However, these tanks can't hit me, and that infantry has 2 strength. I'm gonna put myself here so I can hit the anti-tank gun immediately this turn. Jaeger middle. This seems pretty good. The only question is what do I do with this unit? Oh, sure, elite replace. Why not? I have money. Why? Yeah, I wanted to cover that. They've got 1 5-strength fighter, but even so, why take a risk, right? Oh, we can cover this maybe. Then basically the bomber is just yeah here. No brainer. Okey-doke. Wow, these mountains are really quite a bit worse, huh? Who's in our team? Tactical bomb. That's better. It's much better. Okay. This. Or that down here. What is this tank? 5 move. We really want to be attacking this infantry while it's so vulnerable. But I am also worried about that. How can we exploit this situation? This tank is a lot worse than whatever this Romanian tank is. I have no idea. But this infantry could be a problem. Cavalry. much worse than the infantry. Okay. Still, I think. Well, it could attack my Bridge Pioneer, which is probably what it's gonna do, but Bridge Pioneer can take it. Some circlements. Yeah, and why do anything? Yeah, yeah, weaken itself. This unit is going to be useless next turn. However, worried about this. I don't want to put anything on the bridge. I think he's going to come up here. If I go here with the artillery, the AI is very likely to move infantry onto this bridge, and he'll have terrible position. The cost of some points on my artillery, which I will need to take these cities. Ugh. I need to take this line and use the railroad system to transfer some troops here, because I'm worried about these two distance objectives. Huh. The rail lines will actually have some use, since I don't want to hear the artillery. Just stay put, little artillery. Let's take it. In the Romanian too. Alright. Everything. And I thought, oh, 7? Really? I didn't think it would take that much damage. Wow. This accuracy buff is no joke on the AI. That bridge engineer was 200 prestige. Boy, these hits. How did that bomber? I thought I had captured the airbase here, and it should have rebased. What did that bomber do anything? These bombers have. It's an overstrength bomber? I don't quite understand. Oh, is there a script that gives them like +5 strength if you don't capture the airfields in time? Is that what it is? If I knew that, I would have captured the airfields much more aggressively. But it doesn't explain how that bomber. Oh, that bomber is this one. I guess I understand. You were probably supposed to capture all 3 airfields on the 3rd turn, and all these air units just died or something like that. If I knew that, I would have moved a Panzer over to capture the airfield. Oh, go there. Boy, AI accuracy on this level is pretty crazy. Alright. Well, another one of these things. I'm patient. I can wait another turn. Alright. We need to bait these Soviet tanks into attacking us. Seems pretty important. That poor bridge engineer. That was like 200 prestige. I guess you gotta be careful with the positioning of these units. They are a lot more fragile than Panzer Corps 1. I don't remember them being so weak. That's just how it is. Good. I don't think I want to spend prestige on these auxiliary units. Maybe we can bait them into an attack. I want an infantry a little better there. We did something like this. Bait them to cross the river. We don't really need the artillery here. We'll regularly replace the rest. So artillery ready for action again. Definitely need to start baiting AI units back. This unit will be down to 4 strength next turn. Very, very. Really doesn't have anything better to do. Place that one. I'm gonna rebase U-87s. This thing has a ground defense of 12. Not as good as the Panzers, but still respectable. Well, ideally the Soviet armor attacks piecemeal, right? We destroyed these 3, then we destroyed these 2. This one can reach over here. So I should do something like this. And the scout car can just stay put. I see no reason to move. The pioneers move up just so. Oh no! If I can bait a tank into that city hex, that would be fantastic. Reason to risk that. All right. Well, that infantry crossed there, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, stay put. Stay put. Stay put. Two, three, four. Right. Okay. What else we got next? Tactical bomber. Sure. Let's weaken this tank a little bit. Get ready to wreck these Soviet armor next turn. This bomber should be forced to rebase, but We might as well start doing a little damage to it. I'll take some losses here, but we can't let a 15-strength bomber run around muck. Woo! So many Soviet tanks. Good. Ah, this city is shockingly poorly defended. Balta. That should be everything. Yep. Soviets did what I thought they would do. I'm starting to understand the AI now. This one's gonna be a problem, though. Seems about right. Seems like about right. Yes, yes, keep attacking. Alright, that Panzer III did take a lot of damage, but these Soviet tanks are all about to get wrecked. First, take care of this tank down here. Along with this infantry. Oh, let's put itself onto a river. Be able to force a surrender, or just kill it outright. So that took care of those two units. We can start advancing. I also know there's very little resistance. I'm gonna start overrunning things. This thing has 9 strength. This thing has 4 strength. Ugh. Why would I take 2 points of damage? Not suppressed. Dude, the recon plane on top. Oh, that's on unit. I don't have time for encirclement shenanigans here. Need to be moving. Okay, I do have time for overrun mechanics. That 88 gun, it's difficult to believe it would have even taken losses there. Anti-tank. Oh! Like I see, I didn't know anti-tank units would lose 10 initiative after moving. I guess it's not such an unrealistic result. But that's expensive when it comes to prestige. And again, it makes the 88 gun just so much worse. For a 500 prestige unit, it's not so impressive. I don't know if I can kill it. This infantry should be able to finish off. It's also fully suppressed. Good. That's the power of encirclement. Try to use you on. I don't want to get hit by that. I could do that, but then the MiG would probably devastate. This Panzer II can do a lot of overruns here. Maybe. See. little Panzer II. Go destroy these things. This is hilarious. Good job. Alright, Overstrength Panzer II just wrecked 3 of these units, and now I have stacking on the road. +7. +7 attack. That seems pretty good. What else can we roll out? Not the anti-tank units. Can we roll... Oh, have enough movement. Now, there were a whole bunch more tanks in the middle. Gotta make sure... Remember where all of those were. There were a couple over there, right? Ooh, oh, here's the T-34s. Here's one of them. 18 ground defense, 20 soft attack, 16 hard attack. That's a little scary, but we'll deal with that. Next objective are this airfield. This strong point we should be able to take with a Pioneer. But we gotta wreck all of this armor first. City is easily taken with Pioneers. I think I wrecked the... Yeah, okay. This tank has 6. So, what we want to do is try to bait these Soviet tanks into attacking us piecemeal. I'm just gonna regular... Do I need replacements? Considering the scale of the tank battle, the answer is probably yes. I'm gonna do a regular replacement. It's starting to get a little expensive. And I feel like I could stagger my bombers a little more effectively. Concentrate our armor in the middle, bait out all these tanks to attack, then our infantry can take the strong points unmolested. Watch out for that attack. And the 88 guns not in cover. Maybe I rebase 2 of my fighters and use 1 to cover. Not seem. Cover. I want to cover. Can't have them bombing that. They want to attack the recon unit. I am honestly okay with that. There's no guarantee this T-26 will attack into the stronger unit. My infantry just needs to stay put. Nothing for them to do right now. Things have 4, right? Yeah. Good. A little worried about getting bombarded. Pretty good result. Killing some Soviet units down there. Or at least inflicting some damage, I should say. Infantry... and air defense. This thing's attack doesn't seem all that impressive. Still, it's got a lot of strength points. The basic. Go under the plane to be safe. I want to see if I can't position my infantry to start attacking this turn. Oh, is that Ju-87 doesn't have fighter cover? Whoops. That was a silly mistake. Well, if that's the case, we might as well use my other Ju-87. This one's good. I feel like I needed one more fighter. Probably by next turn. An anti-aircraft gun could move out and hit me. I'm anticipating this MiG to come over here and shoot the Stuka. So I'll just stay put. Regular. Could leave its dirt air. Ugh, I just don't want to get wrecked by that tactical bomber. More than almost anything else. Caught me out of position turn when rebasing, and this this unit switched. Okay, 4 turns. Let's see. It'll probably take me about 5 turns to defeat all this armor. So by turn 10, I should be able to get to these 2 objectives. Should be fine. We can take this turn very slow. Much fighter cover. Who knows, maybe the Soviets will go down and bomb my units that don't matter. Oh, they're gonna launch their tanks in a massive counterattack, huh? Good. Bring it on. Yes. More tanks, please. Oh, that was a bad roll. Still, I did very well. Okay, that's fine. Wow, they're just hyper aggressive right now. This is all fine. You want to bomb and destroy these Romanian units? I am quite okay with that. What else we got? T-34. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't use a Ju-87 on that. Minus... Oh, that's because it's got air cover. No way a Soviet fighter should at this stage. Wipe out MiG, probably. Do a lot of damage to it. Okay, that's a pretty good result. And that... Actually... Seems a little strange, but I have a chance to finish off this infantry potential. I think should take. Nice, okay, high rolled that. Panzer units are a little beat up. T-34 is going to be a problem. Careful, if infantry is not in closer range, they're going to get wrecked by tanks. I need to put my Panzer 3H against the T-34. Yeah, the T-34 stats are better, but they're not... The initiative is too high. It should be like... There should be a negative trait on the Soviet commander that, like... Honestly, the T-34 stats could probably be even better in terms of heart attack and ground defense. But there should be a penalty. The penalty should be like minus 50% to all stats for this mission. And like, for fun, give like the Soviets a third of their tanks to be T-34s and KVs. That would be accurate. What am I gonna do with these recon? Or we can bait the Soviets into attacking the recon? Probably not. Bomb the more accurate. Dealt with? Oh. Only -2, huh? To trigger overrun, we have to completely kill it. I did wreck their... Okay. I feel like I need to rebase this fight. As some... Get over in here. Oh, that T-34 could well hit the Panzer II. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's over strength. Got a ridiculous amount of attack from the bonus. This stage, I'm just trying to think. I don't want them to hit my infantry. So, I probably have to do some... Circled, huh? Kill it. this Panzer IV is very weak. Ugh. Do I need to elite replace it? The answer is probably. There are lots more Soviet tanks. I can see the prestige situation becoming a bit of a problem. I may not be able to keep going for these elite reinforcements. Also, I feel like the optimal composition in these battles is to have a lot more high defense units backed up by anti-tank units, and so you should be able to take very little damage from all these Soviet attacks. Correct. T-34 is very fast too. 4, 6. Oh, did I count something wrong? 1. Get over there. I think I counted the hexes wrong. This. Alright, so if this infantry wants to leave and attack my pioneer in the open, it's not great, but okay with that. Panzer IIs are pretty cheap. Can't go there. If I could switch the 88 gun and have it remaining anti-tank mode, this weapon would be so much better. As it stands, it's okay for anti-aircraft duty, but it's great for anti-tank. It could also be very good. I don't care if these things get shot down. I think we see everything on the map. Or almost everything. There could be more up here, but we won't find out until we capture more air base. There's some artillery and stuff back here. Where were they? I think it was like here? Well, we could cross up there. Very little reason not to. We could even capture an airfield. That could come in handy. Sorry, didn't really have it. What happened there? Seems about right. Good. Oh, I ambushed that T-34 and I almost completely wrecked it. Nice. Yeah, thought it might do something like that. That's fine. Finish off this tactical bomber. We're never going to get a better chance at this. Alright. Next time, I know for these Barbarossa scenarios, when they say take the airfields, they mean you need to take the airfields immediately no matter what. Gotcha. I understand. Huh. Maybe there's some opportunity to do some sneaking circlement shenanigans down here. That one's obvious. Only two. These units in the middle here again. Sure. Ironically, or not ironically, I guess this is still pretty accurate. But I need to use the JU-87 on this infantry. Even then, jeez. This JU-87 here. Alright, that's the T-34 wreck. That's the only one on this map. There might be more in the back there. Really? That result seems difficult to believe, to say the least. Hoping not to need to use that. Apparently, I do. There's basically no Soviet left. Can wait for the next turn to take that city. JU. Yay! May not kill. I think your other units are hard to set. Oh, have a tank up there. $26. Really need our pioneers up. Cover this position. Cover. This. Oh no, hold on. Freaking these anti-tank guns have 2 moves. Could be very irritating. Out twice to him. Dude, I think this is. Nope, don't want it there. Here. Oh no, I don't want it either. Where I can bombard. That. boy. Ready for this? I don't see any reason to attack yet. All right, is there any opportunity to do an encirclement down here? Maybe if I take Balta first. But to do that, we have to defeat. Yeah. Oh, I think. This thing. What's the range on this thing? 2. Up down. Oh, we're just gonna stay put. These units could come in handy to capture hexes. Oh, I think I made a positioning. No, I did not make a mistake. Can't get this. Okay, good. Good, good, good. The MiG. I don't think the MiG can do much. Let's protect one of my GU-7s. Might want to watch the prestige a little bit. There we go. Oh. That's fine if that anti-aircraft gun wants to do that. Alright, these Soviet tanks are not doing much. Good. You know what? I think this is a good place to pause the episode. It's already pretty long. And we've defeated a good chunk of the Soviet armor. So, in the next episode, we'll finish up this mission. And I like to pause at the start of turns now. Thank you for watching. Until next time.